What's going on, guys? One, love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Kape versus Almabayev. Predictions breakdown here, guys. Before I get started, hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all my face-off predictions and prop plays. You can also donate to my PayPal account. All the links will be down below. Let's jump into this real fast here, guys. We got 10 fights. It was 12, but we lost 2 fights here, man. We lost Montana De La Rosa, Luna, Carolina. And also we lost Douglas and John Casanado. Alright, so now we got 10 fights. We're going to flash through this real quick. Not going to spend too long on this one. First fighter, we got Charles Johnson versus Ramazan Temirov. Charles Johnson here. 5 inch of height, man. 7 inch of reach, which is massive. 7 inch of reach, 5 inch of height. That's massive to have, man. More boxing base, experienced guy. He's well-rounded, skilled guy. Will upset, you know. He's a guy that's pretty much will upset the fight, you know. 15-0 from Azat. He took that away from him. Lost to this guy here, Rafael Esteban, who's 11-0. But this is a guy that will, you know, upset the party here, right? So you can't really sleep on Johnson. He's a very experienced guy, very skilled guy, man. Decent boxing. He is hittable, though. That's one thing. He is hittable and he starts slow, right? His opponent here, Ramazan. Ramazan, more of a karate-based fighter, mean and nasty guy, man. Pack a lot of power, kind of wild with it, swings wild, but he covers distance very quickly, right? Like I say, he's a karate base, very accurate with his strikes, spinning heel kick, spinning back kicks. He's quick with his punches, in and out movements, cover distance quick. He's going to be the shorter guy here. Like I said, with Johnson, you're going to have 7 inch of reach, which is massive. But the thing that I like about Ramazan here, that he is he's very defensively sound. So he's a very difficult guy to hit, man. It's hard to hit him. Moves is quick, moves fast, in and out, moving a circular motion. Hard to hit him, man. And that's one thing I noticed. And he's close distance quick. Now, this fight here, man, is a very tricky one because Johnson could win. You know, because like I said with Johnson, he will spoil the party. You know, Johnson is a dog. You know, when he's ready, usually come on in that later rounds. You know, you usually start slow. So this could be a fight where Ramazan could get tired, but the fights that I see with him, he will slow down, but he's still defensively sound, dude. And he will still touch you here, touch you there, and just be out the way. You know, he has that Kyokushin, that in and out movement. You know, do the hitting and avoid getting hit. Man, it's a tough one here, man. You know what, man? I'm going to go with Ramazan here. I'm going to say Ramazan by decision, guys, but I'm not confident. It's a 50-50 for me. Yeah, I could change this. Like I said, check out my face-off predictions, which I'm going to leave on my Patreon account. You guys could go in there and sign up for that. Yeah, man, this is 50-50 for me, man, because Johnson is hittable. Even though he will bob and weave, and, you know, he's nice with the boxing, but he's hittable, though. And Ramazan, I believe he's a quicker fighter from the footage that I've seen. I feel he's a quicker fighter here, moving in and out, and he's more defensively sound. And he's skilled. He is skilled, man. Ramazan is a skilled dude, man. Again, like I said, you know, we see this all the time. You know, Charles Johnson is experienced. You know, he has only 1 win here by CJ Vargas in the UFC, which he got first round knockout. Most of his fights are over in the first round, but he does have some decision wins too. I'm going to go with Ramazan. I'll give him a shot. Ramazan by decision, 50-50, but don't sleep on this fight because, you know, Johnson could win, guys. All right? So be careful. And Johnson is known for winning fights like this. You know, they give him fights and, you know, let me check the odds on this one. You know, he could be the underdog on this one. You know, it usually happens and he comes in and then he upset the party, right? Especially with undefeated guys, but Ramazan is not undefeated, right? Let's see here. Let me see here. I believe that Ramazan is most likely going to be the favorite. Charles Johnson is favorite. Wow. Okay. All right. And the odds are not too bad in it. Okay. All right. That's. I mean, that's pretty. You know, it's not bad. You know, Charles Johnson at 135. You know, it's a close fight, so that's not too bad, man. You know. I guess they put in the respect on Johnson now. I told you, Johnson will go on there, and then these guys that are undefeated and like supposed to be top prospect guys, Johnson go in there and beat them. You know, I believe he beat 2 guys at it already in the UFC. You know, he was like alone, like Johnson was an underdog. You know, in a couple of his fights, and he went in there and then beat these guys, man. You know, he was an underdog against Van. Van was the next good one here. He won in the 3rd round, which a fight he was losing. Which was an underdog? He was an underdog against Jake Adley. You know, Azat is Azat is the next guy that he beat too. I believe he beat Azat too. So he's an underdog in a lot of his fights. Where's that fight there? I think it was Azat. Yeah, I think it was Azat was the fight. Azat was the guy that was undefeated, right? I believe. It was Azat, right? Yep. And he was an underdog in that fight too. So this one is, you know, I figure after a while, you know, you can tell that the guy's skilled, but I feel with Ramazan here, I feel that he's defensively sound. And he's quick on the in and outs. His time and his precision is on point. His ground game is pretty good. His reach advantage, but like I said, I'm gonna check the face-offs and see how it looks. You know, even though Charles Johnson can be taller, you know, but I want to see. You can tell from the face-off, you know, the mannerisms and all these things, and how these guys look. You know, the face and all these things, the body language, right? You can read certain things when you check these guys out on the scale, right? Or when the face-off. So I'm gonna go with Ramazan by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Next fight, we got Angela Lee versus JJ Aldrich. Damn, they love Angela Lee. The UFC loves Angela Lee, bro. There's certain fighters that the UFC just loves, and there's nothing wrong with that. Love is a good thing, right? You always come with love, man. But she in a 5-fight losing streak, bro. You know what I mean? And she's still in there, you know. And not every fighter or martial artist or competitor gets that love, but it is what it is, right? 5-fight losing streak. You know, more kickboxing kind of based on her. What I see from her, I just feel like she's on a decline. You know, it's just when she started in the UFC, or even way back when she was in like LFA and Invicta, was just a completely different fighter. No, she just kind of slowed the movement. Just hittable. You know, just doesn't look like how she used to look. JJ Aldrich has improved. More of a karate base, been working on the ground. I feel that she has improved. And I feel Lee is on a decline. So I'm going to go with JJ Aldrich. But again, like we said about women fights, you know, it's tough to predict them. You know, similar to guy fights too, but women is just, the fights are just like, sometimes it's just hard to read it, and sometimes it ends up the other way. I pick Angela Lee, and then JJ wins. I pick JJ Lee. I pick JJ Aldrich, JJ Lee. I pick JJ Aldrich, and Angela Lee wins. So it happens like that. So I'm going to go with JJ though. I'm going to say JJ Aldrich by decision, guys. 50-50, definitely not confident in that one. All right. Next fighter, we got Lucas Almeida versus Danny Silva. This is a good matchup here. It's a tricky one too. Danny Silva more of a kickboxing base, and then Muay Thai. BJJ black belt, also has wrestling. We'll also look for submissions. Pretty much BJJ black belt, but he can get submitted. He pack pull on his punches, will walk you down. He can get hurt in the foot. But this guy is skilled though. Don't sleep on this dude. He is skilled, right? Danny Silva more boxing base. We'll also look for takedowns, quick with the hands. Can get caught on the foot too. Can get caught coming in. Sometimes he comes in with his chin up and he drop his hand and is open for a counter, right? Will also slow down in the fight. This fight here, you know, his fight against Josh was kind of close. I felt like Josh could have had that. You know, a lot of these guys we've seen are coming from off the Contender Series, and sometimes they will come straight from Contender Series and then they're going to have their debut in UFC, and sometimes they may have one fight. It's kind of hard. That's why some of these cards nowadays is kind of difficult, because we're coming up against meeting new guys, you know, that's coming from the regional scene. You know, some of them are prospects, and it's hard to put a read in them, and some of them look like they could be good and they're not, and they put them against these guys who are, you know, that are more experienced. We've seen this a lot, you know. So like 20 like 20-5 against 6-0. You know, you have 15-3 against 9-1. You know, but you know, numbers. shouldn't matter so much. It's just the skill of a person. But I'm kind of liking Lucas in this one, though, man. I feel Lucas here, in my opinion, I feel like Lucas, in my opinion, is a more better fighter here. Like I feel like he's more well-rounded, he's more skilled, and there's more experience, man. I'm gonna go with Lucas, guy. I could be wrong in this one, though. I say Lucas by KO TK in the second round, guys, but it's a 50-50. I'm definitely not confident in this one. Take a quick look at the odds here. Also look at JJ Andridge and Lee. I think that should be an even fight. Wow, we got Andrews at 198. You know, when it comes to women fights, you know, some of the guys, but women fights here, this is even, guys. So Lee could win. You know, even though I said Lee has declined, but just from what I told you, you know, anything is possible with this game. But JJ Andrews as a favorite is not bad, but it's way too high, especially for a woman fighter, right? Denis Silva 250. Wow, no way, man. To me, this fighter is even. This fight's an even fight between Silva and Lucas. From me watching footages and see how Denis Silva is, the way how he moves and everything like that, and even his older fights and his regional scenes, and I saw how Lucas move and everything like that. I mean, Denis Silva shouldn't be no 250, dude. I'm just saying, though, man. Denis Silva slows down. In the first round, he's quick. He could knock out Lucas in the first round because Lucas is hittable and can get hurt, but Danny is also hittable too and can get hurt. So this fight should be even. I'm liking Lucas though, guys. All right, Lucas by KO TK in the second round. Not confident. Next fight here, guys. We got Ricardo Ramos versus Chepe Mariscal. You know, man, Chepe is my boy, man. Chepe is a freaking dog, dude. Chepe is a dog. Chepe can fight. When I talk about just fighting, Chepe can fight, man. Got the dog in him, bro. He doesn't give up. This guy's a freaking fighter, bro. He's well-rounded, skilled, got that dog in him. He come to fight, man. You know, he's not going to gas out. He's just going to keep coming, you know, high pace on you. His takedown defense good. He'll go for takedowns. He doesn't sit on his back. He always try to transition and scramble back to his foot. And then he would just let the hand go. This guy can fight. This guy's a good fighter, man. With Ramos is a good fighter too. Ramos is skilled. He got a 3-inch of reach, which is massive. But he loves to get your back. He loves that rear naked choke. He loves to get your back, man. And he like to, you know, lock you up behind the back and look for the rear naked choke. But he will drop the ball though, man. That's one thing. And he will gas out. If he can't get submission sometime in the first round, you start to fade. He loves rear naked choke. If he can't get it in the first round, you start to fade out. Sometime in the second. But it's a guy where just you can't count on him to win, right? Against Josh, I felt like Josh won that fight too. They were robbing Josh a lot. Yeah, man, I'm liking Chepe here, man. I like Chepe. I'm actually, you know, anything is possible in a fight. You know, Ramos would come here and submit Chepe. I mean, we've seen things happen like this before all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little confident in Chepe here. I'm going to say Chepe by decision, though, guys. It could also be a finish. I mean, to be honest with you. It could be a finish. I have it by decision, though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I have it by decision, though. But there must be a reason why I put decision there. Take a quick look, guys. Have it by decision. Let me see here. Then about Ramos. Ramos can get submitted, though, man. He's been submitted back to back by a submission by guillotine. Back to back, dude. Same submission. Dealing with some mental thing too. Also, you know, it happens. You know, when you get submitted like that back to back by the same submission. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it by decision. It could be. I feel like it could be a knockout. It's a strong possibility. It could be a knockout. This possibility. I'm gonna keep it by decision. I'm gonna say Chepe by the decision, guys. All right. So Chepe by decision on that one. Because that's what I have. My book here with all my notes already. You know, when I'm breaking these fights down and predicting them, I usually write with pen and I write in my book. Like I showed the guys in a video way back. I showed you I have all my notes and everything like that. You know, I really take my time and then break these fights down. Even though I'm coming out kind of late with this, but sometimes it takes me like a day and a half or 2 days just to break these fights down because I'm watching footages, I'm looking at Instagram, reading stats, I'm looking at all these guys are training and everything like that, and also watching the fights and their old fights too, you know. So I'm not just like looking at the fights and go Charles Johnson or Ramazan. Oh, I go with Charles Johnson because he has longer reach. I mean, you could do that, you know what I mean, but you gotta go in there and do your homework, man, and watch fights and all these things because it makes a difference, you know. It makes a huge difference. Yeah. So Chepe here, guys. Chepe by decision, like what I said there. Quick look on the odds there, so we're working within that one. Chepe is 395 for 50. Damn. I mean, I have him for confidence though, so I shouldn't say that's like, oh, that's too high, right? And the way how Ramos has been performing mentally, it doesn't seem like he's all there, man. And the mental control the physical. The mental don't work, then physical can't function. Because that's just how it is. You know what I mean? Whatever the mind does, the body will follow. Right, the body always follows the mind, right? So yeah, Chepe at 4 something. I mean, I'm confident with him. I don't really see nothing wrong with that. I feel Chepe is a better fighter here, mentally also. All right. So yeah, so Chepe by decision. Next fight here, we got Austin Lane versus Mário Pinto. Lane, you know, Lane will do his thing, man. Like I said, I'm not here to bash no fighter. I'm not one of these guys that insult and disrespect the guys, and you know, no matter how their skill set is. And the guy is an athletic guy, he plays football, him fast, him close distance, quick, him working, look like he's been pushing more of the wrestling now and the takedowns, you know. So from his last fight there against this Spain, he went in there and then showed more of a well-rounded skill because he's more of a striker then, but you know, he's showing that he can put in the wrestling too, you know, so he's mixing it up, you know, and his wrestling his takedowns on him was pretty quick. Yeah, I believe in that second round he shot a quick double leg on him, you know, but again, it's a guy that plays football, so he's athletic already, you know, he's very explosive. So Lane is I mean, the guy's a good fighter. He packed power, he's a big dude, you know, I mean, has knockout power, but like I said, with Lane though, he's been finished a couple of times, you know what I mean, and it happens. That's just how the game is, you know. So he's been knocked up, I believe, like 4 times already. So it's a guy that if you connect to him, he could go down. So we're looking at a fight here where it's knocked up 5 times actually. It's kind of difficult in this fight to really trust him like that because, you know, if Mário Pinto connect, you could put him out, you know. And a guy like Mário Pinto, from what I see, Mário Pinto is coming from Contender Series, so this is our next one here. What I explained to you, you know, when I was breaking down the facts, right? I told you that we are seeing these guys are like 9-0, come up against these guys at 13-5. No, Austin Lane is a more experienced guy here, right? But if you look at Mário Pinto, I watch his older fights though, he has defense, he has takedown defense, and even though he's a big heavyweight dude, he moves like a light heavyweight. So the guy's not like he's not just gonna fall to his back. You know, he's gonna scramble up and he move quick. He has fast twitch muscle. So he's not like one of those guys that's gonna like just fall over. You're like, you know, you may see heavyweights like that just fall over. He's quick on the sprawl, he's quick on the movement. He is sometimes hittable at times, but his hands are not bad and he mixes it up well, man. So if you want to say he's a prospect, yeah, I'm telling you, for a heavyweight, a big dude, he doesn't look bad. Because, you know, a lot of heavyweights, sometimes they kind of slow at the movement, but they pack power. But this guy moves light. And that's a good thing for this fight because with Lane is very explosive, dude. So he going to need that quick movement in this fight. And he has it. And he has a takedown defense. So if Lane want to come in here and wrestle, it may not work like how it did in his last fight. You know what I mean? Because Pinto is good at takedown defense and Pinto can strike. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, with these fights, Contender Series guys coming up, you know, he's just coming from the contenders. I don't like to just pick guys that coming from the contender series like that. But against Lane is hittable and he can get knocked out, man. And he does gas out. You know what I mean? With Pinto, you know, he can hold a pace. He move light on his foot. His gas tank ain't bad. You know what I mean? He's quick. He can sprawl. He can scramble back up. You know, he can let the hands go. You know what I mean? So he proves that in all the fights I see. Even though he's not fighting like tough fights, like top guys, but he is fighting big dudes that are gonna swing off his head. You know, gonna try to take his head off. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Mario Pinto. I'm gonna say Mario Pinto here, guys. I'm gonna say Mario Pinto by a decision, guys. All right, and it's 50-50. And the reason why I put 50-50 because again, we've seen this all the time. Even though Lane, he is hittable, can get knocked out, but Lane proved that he is getting better at the game and him going for takedowns. He's mixing it up more. You know what I'm saying? So he is evolving. You know what I mean? He's not just going in there and just trying to swing. Or, you know, so he's not like going in there and then, you know, I hit you, you hit me, and we see which one knock out first. He go in there and mix it up. But like I said, with Mario seems more well-rounded to me, even though he's coming from contender series. But all right, so I'll go Mario, like I said, by a decision, guys. All right. Next fight, we got Danny Barlow versus Sam Paddison. Now, this fight here, guys, is actually, let's take a quick look at the odds. I know I can look at it here and tell you. You know what I'm saying? They got big freaking underdog for Lane, dude. And I believe Lane was a big underdog against that booty fight there. Yeah, this pain was negative 380, dude. Remember that fight? And Lane freaking just dog him out and takedowns. Take him down. Even Lane was also even hitting him with punches. Lane was connecting with his own strike. Because after a while, you start taking these guys down, eventually you become unaware of the strikes now. So the stuff that you're good at, if you're a good striker, you may not be as good anymore because you're wary of getting taken down, so you start getting hit. So look on that. Lane is a big freaking, and in this one too, he's a big underdog also. So Pinto's like 345, so kind of similar, you know, to the Spain fight. But I feel that, you know, with Mario, he is more well-rounded, obviously, than this Spain is. He has more skills than this Spain. This Spain probably have more of the athleticism up than more of his taekwondo base of kicking and stuff like that. Very quick kicks, but that's probably it, you know. With Pinto have more of everything. You know, he has his sprawling, scrambling, he has boxing, you know, he can hold a pace. You know what I'm saying? He has better gas tank and everything like that. So, but the odds is still too high on Pinto though, coming from a contender series. So it's not really an even fight. I feel Pinto is supposed to win this fight, but I wouldn't have Pinto so high though, man. I'll probably put Pinto maybe like 180 or 160 or something like that, bro. So be careful with this one, man. This fight here, I'm not confident in it for the same reason I tell you. You know, Lane experience and Mario Pinto coming from contender series. Yeah, from the footage he moves good, he scrambled, got good take on defense, but still, man, just take one shot, dude. Lane come in here and connect to Pinto and knock him out. That's it. Because Lane does have power. He has 11 by knockout. I believe that's way more than what Pinto has. Pinto have 5, you know. Just going by stats, you know what I mean? So it depends on who you're fighting, to be honest with you. You know, if you're going in there and just fighting guys who are not as skilled like you, you know, with bad records and just, you know, cans, you're knocking them out. Of course, you can rack up 20 knockouts until you fight somebody who's really good. You understand? And then they knock you out. So, yeah. So, Mario Pinto, by decision, but not confident, like I tell you. Lane could win, so be careful. Danny Barlow and Sam Paddison. This fight, like I said, is a sleeper, guys. And you got to be careful with this one because with Danny Barlow here, Danny Barlow actually broke his hand when he fought Josh Quinlan. He broke his hand in that fight, I believe in the first or second round. And he went to the Nikolai fight. And after the fight was over, he was saying that my hand is still kind of messed up. That is why the fight went to the split decision. That's why I see him wasn't throwing the left hand. So this is a guy that relies a lot on his left hand. So if he doesn't have a left hand, he could be in problems. If he can't throw that left. His left is everything to him. Yeah, man. He's explosive, he's athletic, he's quick, he pack power, he can counter strike. But his last fight here against Nikolai, he didn't look good, dude. I felt Nikolai, like I told you, from when Nikolai fought his last fight there and lost against Austin Vanderford, which Austin Vanderford did a good job. Hats off to Austin for that. He went in there and wrestled. He did a good job. And Nikolai looked lost in that fight. It looked like he didn't train for it. This fight here, though, him against Patterson, looking at Barlow here, you gotta be careful with this one because I don't know the shape of what Barlow hands in. His left hand, I'm not sure because that's his hand. It's like a piston straight on the pocket. And if his hand is still messed up, because he did say it in the last fight against Nikolai, he said that his hand is still kind of messed up. You need to get surgery or something. I don't know, dude. A guy like Sam Patterson, yeah, Sam Patterson ride his chin high. He does, but Sam Patterson is experienced. He's well-rounded, but he does ride his chin high, and he can get knocked out. He got knocked out by Yanel in that first round. So you could catch him and knock him out, most definitely. But Sam Patterson has BJJ, he's a BJJ black belt. He will submit you. That's his thing. He loves his submission, man. And he can also strike. The guy is well-rounded. It's just that depending on who his fight, if you connect to him, you could knock him out. His last two fights, he won though by submission. So this guy, you can't sleep on him. And he, in my opinion, is more well-rounded than Barlow. Remember, I told you he's more well-rounded. This is a question mark fight here, guys. Sam is hittable. Barlow is also hittable. But I don't know the shape of what Barlow hands is in. His left hand. And Barlow's a corner striker. He moves well, decent footwork. He can get hit, he can get touched up. It's a tough one to pick here, guys. I must slide with Barlow, man, but honestly, I have a feeling deep down inside that Sam Patterson is going to win this fight. I have a feeling deep down inside, but it's difficult. I don't know what state that Danny Barlow left hand is in. I don't know if he fixed it. I don't know if he's got surgery. I don't know if it's still messed up like it was in his last fight. But if he comes in here and do the same thing like we did with Nikolai, I feel Sam Patterson, he will win the fight because he has different ways of winning. He has more. I say he has a better skill set than Nikolai does, and I feel like he's more well-rounded than Nikolai. Even though you can catch him to the chin and knock him out. Let's take a look on the odds here, man. That fight right there is a question mark for me, guys. And so what happens if Barlow hand is good? Will that make a difference? If his left hand is good, is better? Yeah, because his left hand because he relies on his left hand, and that's why he counters with a lot. That's how he blitzes and he counters and stuff like that. But even then, still, I feel Sam is just more the well-rounded fighter. He just doesn't handle a hit. If you catch him to the chin, he possibly will get knocked out. Danny Barlow 298. Nah, man. Nah, bro. Yeah, Sam Patterson is hittable and he can get knocked out, but like I said, Barlow, from his last performance, didn't look good. He was talking about his hands. His left hand wasn't that well. You need to get surgery or something like that. That was 6 months ago. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how his hand is looking right now. I'm not sure if he's ready for that. If he doesn't get Sam out of there, Sam will keep pressing forward. Press, and Sam could get a decision on him. Be careful with this one, guys. The odds in here is, from what I'm telling you, I would write this off as an even fight. I'm going for Danny Barlow because I'm just winging it to say, hey, most possibly he can get the leg because he's quick and he's athletic. He close distance fast, and he showed it in all of his other fights until he broke his hand or injured his hand. I'm gonna go Barlow KO TKO first round. Zero confidence at 298, 300, be very, 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 very careful with this one, guys. All right. Next fight, we got William Gomis versus Haider Amel. Gomis, man. William Gomis is a pretty good fighter, man. You know, a couple of his fights I saw earlier, I was like, when I started watching more footage of him, this guy's pretty skilled, man. He moves well. He doesn't really get hit as much. He does a hitting and avoid getting hit. Pretty quick at his movement, his timing, his range distancing, his timing, his management, his distance and range is on point. He's a pretty technical guy, man, and he's going to have a 3-inch of height in this fight. He's actually, and a 3-inch of reach, actually, which is massive. He's more technical than Hamel. And he will find a way to win, man. He will slow the fight down to where it benefit him, so he can pull off the win, right? With Amel here, Amel is like coming here and start swinging wild. He has potential and will wrestle and everything, but he comes in there 100% and swing, try to take your head off. He pack power though. If he catches you, he could knock you out though. You know, and he has wrestling and he's well rounded. But man, what I see from Gomis, man, Gomis is a precision fighter, man. You know, and he's disciplined. His distance management is on point. He picks you apart. He slows a fight down, put it against the cage, hold it for a little bit. He may even go for a takedown, or he will reverse and scramble back on you. You know, and I feel Gomis, his fight IQ is very good. You know, with Amel is just like, we'll just come in here and try to take your head off. You know, not much of an IQ. He just comes in there to just, I want to knock you out, and I'm going to go 100% on you. You know, you can't do that with Gomis, because Gomis is going to pick you apart. I like Gomis for this, guys. I'm going to say Gomis by decision, but with every fight, with guys that swinging wild and want to take your head off, there's always a puncher's chance. So have a puncher's chance. Every one of these guys have a puncher's chance, especially guys with power like that and go wild. Anything's possible. Your face and your chin that may get the hit. Yeah, Gomis moves well and his head up center line and will draw back on you and come back and counter and throw that front kick out the pocket. But, you know, he may draw back his head and then just a little inch, he didn't go back enough and bam! And then he goes out. Chin not meant to get hit, and Hamel just dive in and catches him. So Hamel has a puncher's chance, but that's why I leave this fight as 50-50. But I'm going Gomis, William. William goes for the win here, guys. All right. William Gomis. Where's the odds on this one? William Gomis is at. I don't think I just saw it there. Yeah, William goes at negative 225. I mean, I could see that, man. I think Gomis is just a better fighter here, man. All around a better fighter. Hamel has a puncher's chance, though, but I feel Gomis is just a way better fighter here, dude. He can slow the fight down, too, man. Hamel will come in here, throw punches, trying to dive in. He may even go for a takedown, and you see Gomis stuffing it and just keeping the fight where he wants to keep it, which is at his range, and slow it down when he needs to slow it down. So, I'm Gomis, but be careful with this one, though. Like I said, puncher's chances there. But Gomis all the way here, man. Alright. Next fight here, guys. We got Nasrat Haqparast versus Esteban Ribovics. Nasrat, man. Nasrat is a good fighter. And he's well rounded. 3-inch of reach on him here, which is massive. But he's been slowing down. You know, a slight decline. Even though he's winning his fights. But against Gerard Gordon. Went to split decision, and Gerard Gordon possibly, I felt, won that fight in a kind of way. But, you know, there's always robbers, man, you know. Gerard Gordon is a good fighter, but, you know, I mean, at this point right now, Gerard, you shouldn't be going to a split decision against Gerard Gordon. You just shouldn't, man, you know. I mean, that's pretty much it. But like I said, with Nasrat, he's a good fighter, though. But against Esteban, what I see from Esteban, man, Esteban is freaking skill, timing, precision, movement, power. This guy is skilled, man. But against what he did against Daniel, that was a crazy fight. Crazy in the sense of Michael Jackson bad, like crazy good, right? That was a good fight, back to back. You know, I believe Daniel hurt him, I believe in the third. And, you know, he came back and pretty much almost finished Daniel in that fight. He had him bad and had him hurt him bad in that fight, but wobbled all over. He kept the pressure on him. He just, with Ribovics' durability, his durability, man. He can take a shot and keep coming forward, and his power, precision, and his cardio, and his will to keep coming forward with that power and all that precision and his combination, the way how he throws his techniques. You know, he's skilled with the combos, mix of the punches with the kicks with the punches. You know, he can get taken down though. But I just feel with Nasrat, he will gas out if he's trying to push takedowns. And I feel with Nasrat, he's just not durable, man. And Ribovics, every fight I see, he get better. He gets better and better and better. And Daniel Zellhuber is not an easy fighter. This guy was he was undefeated, right? No. He lost to Trey Ogen. But Daniel is a prospect, man. He's a good fighter, a good boxer. And Daniel had a reach over him too. I believe a massive reach, right? He's fighting Austin Hubbard. He's gonna beat Austin Hubbard. Yeah, man. He's gonna beat Austin Hubbard. He had a massive reach over him, almost 7-inch reach. You know, and Ribovics went in there and closed the distance and just put it on him in that third round and got a split. What I see from Nasrat at this moment, I have to start with Ribovics on this one, man. I have to start. It's hard for me to pick. Hard for me to pick Nasrat at this moment. You know, to beat a guy like Ribovics who's on the upcome. I feel Ribovics is on the upcome now, and I feel Ribovics is a good prospect. I'm gonna go Ribovics here, guys. I'm gonna say Ribovics by decision. Still a little bit 50-50. You know, Nasrat could come in here and, you know, look different. It's a possibility, but I'm gonna go Ribovics. I'm gonna say Ribovics by decision, guys. They got Ribovics as a high favorite too, at 250, 270. Do I agree with that? Slightly, man. I just don't see Nasrat beating Ribovics just off of Ribovics' last performance and his other performance, and what I've been seeing from Nasrat coming up with all his other fights and his durability, and he's just getting hit a lot more. He kind of wears out in the fights. He gets tired. Ribovics doesn't get tired, and if you hit Ribovics, he's keep coming forward, dude. So Ribovics by decision. All right. Co-main event is Cody Brundage versus Julian Marquez. Interesting. The UFC loves Cody. They love Cody, man. And that's great. Love is good. Like I say, guys, always come with love, man. That's the main thing. Always show love, but they love him, man. They love Cody big time, bro. He's a wrestling base, also heavy-handed. But it's a guy that will break under pressure. If some people may say he gave up in the fight, but the UFC loves him, though. Keep giving him fights. Not everybody gets, you know, like I said in the earlier fights here with Angela Lee, not everybody gets that treatment, you know. So it is what it is, you know. Sometimes, you know, the love is not spread among everybody, you know. You know what I mean? There's certain people get that kind of love, but that's how it is. As I said, love is always a good thing. Always come with love, never hate, right? Yeah, man, this is a tricky one. You know, Julian Marquez, in my opinion, has declined, and also with this was a guy that could handle a shot. You know, you come in and handle a shot, man. You could take up that shot. No, he can't. Been knocked out 3 times in a row, man. You can't take a hit. You can't take a hit no more. That's a big decline. This was a guy that was like coming up, and he was like, he would brawl, and that's what it was good for, brawling. You know, mad punching power, come in there, take a shot to deliver a shot, and when he hits you, you will go down, right? He's not able to do that no more. He's not as active anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can tell. He has in 2022 was, you know, it has a little run there. 23 one time, 24 one time. He's just been getting knocked out. Against Zach Reed's finishing the first round real fast. I'm gonna go with Cody here, guys. UFC love Cody, and they most likely they're giving him a win here. So could be wrong, but yeah, Cody by KO TK in the first round, guys. But I'm not confident though. Can't be. Because this fight here is like a heads or a tail, to be honest. Even though UFC may be giving you a win, that doesn't mean that you can go in there and win. So you have to go in there and actually put the work in to win. So let's just see what happened here. let's see what the odds look like. The odds are even. So here you go, man. It's pretty much a heads or a tail. But I'll take Cody on that one, man. Sometimes you gotta be aware of these fights, also to see what the organization wants, you know, also, and who they're trying to highlight and who they're trying to build. Because they will give fighters, you know, like a little blight, you know, like a little love here and there, you know, kind of push them along a little bit. You know, if they want to do that, you know what I mean. So I must slide with Cody by KO teacher in the first round. I guess I could be wrong though, right? But also I feel like Julian is not there mentally. So yeah. Main fight here. We got my man here. Kape. Got my man here, Kape against Ashu. Manel Kape against Ashu Almabayev. Manel Kape is a freaking good fighter, man. That guy is skilled. His movement, his precision in striking, timing. He's pretty well-rounded guy. His distance management. This guy's on point, man. He moves well. His defense is pretty good. He can get hit, though. But if you notice, sometimes he just slipping and make the punches roll off of him. Sometimes he will just move the head a little bit, so he's not getting full-on hit. So sometimes you may see him get hit, and like, damn, he got full-on hit, but he doesn't. He's rolling. He's rolling the shoulders, kind of tucking the chin in. But the guy is defensively sound. He's skilled in the movement, his precision in striking, his distance in the range management is on point. He knows where he at to deliver that shot. Counter striking is on point. You know, and when he feels real cocky, he will come in here and start working the body and work the head. And just go for the kill, I guess, you know. He's a cocky fighter, though, man. He's a very arrogant dude, but the guy is skilled, though, right? Ashu, on the other hand, Ashu is also skilled, too. Ashu is skilled. But something I noticed about Ashu is that he will move his foot at times, in and out, but he doesn't move all the time. And you have to be on your toes with Kape. You can't, like, move it in and out. You can't be just there. You have to be consistently moving. Have to be. And I don't feel Ashu does that enough. Ashu will also go for takedowns too. But this is a fight here, man, where I'm liking Manel Kape for this one. Just from what I told you, I don't feel Ashu moves a lot. I don't feel like he moves enough. And Kape is always moving, always switching directions, laterally. He's in and out, he's circular, he's everywhere, he's upside down, he's everywhere, he's lowering down, he's coming up. So it's a fight where, you know, it is a tricky one. And for me, it's a 50-50 because Ashu is a good prospect. This guy, Ashu, is a very good fighter also, especially his wrestling game. But I feel like his wrestling is... I feel Kape can defend it. Again, I could be wrong, but let's see what happened in that one. Ashu and Manel Kape, they got Manel Kape at negative 218. Okay, so they're pretty high on Kape on that one. Okay. So I'm not in Kape, though. But don't sleep on Ashu, though. Like what I said, you know, Ashu can win, so it's a 50-50. So with a guy that can wrestle like Ashu wrestles, striking wise, I feel Kape is a way better striker. And it's a 5-round fight. So yeah. So you gotta be very careful with this one, guys. I'm gonna go with Kape. I'm gonna say Kape by KO TK in the second round, guys. But it's a 50-50 for me. Okay? That's about it right there. We're not even looked at the odds already, so we're good on that one. And that's it right there, guys. Let me see if I have anything to leave you guys with, any positive, you know, inspirational quotes. What can I leave you guys with? Yeah, well, always be yourself. That's it, man. Always be yourself, man. No matter what happened, be yourself. That's it. Because you can't be nobody else. No matter what people may think about you or feel about you in any way, you continue doing you. Because that's what makes you special. Never try to, what can I say? Never try to be someone else. Right? Or imitate someone because you think that's the way to be. Be original to yourself. Because what you have, being original, somebody else and a lot of other people may not even have that. So it's better for you to be yourself because the majority may not be like you. Don't change the way you are. Be you. You understand what I'm saying? Be you, man. Be who you are. and your moment will come wherever it comes. Just be true to yourself and shine the way how you want to shine. Glow the way how you want to glow, because all of us can shine. But never ever follow anybody else or want to be like somebody else, because you think, if I do this, if I do that, if I tattoo my forehead, if I tattoo my entire body, if I just like take some steroids and fake it, then I can be successful. It doesn't work that way. Be yourself, be true to who you are, and your moment, you just being true, everything will fall into place for you. I guarantee you that, 100% guarantee you that. And never give up. All right, one love, guys. You guys keep on kicking, and us.